Hey guys, what is going on? It's GMXB1 and I've got tons of news today. Now I don't know whether to put them all in one video or just release separate videos, because I know some people want to see a video and they see it at 11 or 12 minutes and think, oh shit, skip this. Anyway, the first one I'm really excited to bring to you is about Gears of War on the next gen system, which is obviously Xbox One. So you want to play Gears of War, you got to get the Xbox. So that's all I'm saying. Xbox One Gears of War to have best-in-class visuals, bleeding edge rendering techniques and more. Now, as you know, Microsoft purchased Gears of War franchise back in February. It was moved from Epic to Black Tusk Studios, so it's a completely new engine, completely rebuilt. They're going to be building it from the floor up. So Black Tusk Studios is quite evidently gearing up for the development of the upcoming Gears of War game for the Xbox One and is currently hiring 13 new employees, with 12 of those positions offered in the last 2 weeks. What's more interesting is that the competencies and requirements listed in the career opportunity ads gives us some hints on what we can expect from the game, which seems to come packed with quite some lofty goals. First of all, let's start with the inevitable fighting words. Almost all the ads include a high-sounding mission statement that involves forging the future of the IP and pushing the limits of Microsoft's entertainment platforms and devices, and delighting our fan base and shattering expectations of what is possible. Now that just sounds good there. Now that we've paid homage to the marketing spiel, let's delve into something a bit more specific. A post seeking a senior rendering engineer mentions that the game will utilise bleeding edge new rendering techniques to deliver best-in-class visuals for a AAA console game. The candidate will also be responsible for developing and optimizing industry-leading high-performance, real-time graphics, features and effects. We also read about major new features. So as we already know, the Unreal Engine will be used for the game, and in fact experience with Epic's middleware is considered desirable. Together with experience with DirectX 10 and 11, this doesn't really mean that the game won't use DirectX 12. And as a matter of fact, strong debugging and optimization skills in a multi-threaded environment requirement indicates that it probably will, since DirectX 11 doesn't really use multi-threading for rendering. It's one of the major features of DirectX 12. Moving on to the art department, there is an ad looking for an art director that will work across environments, characters, cinematics, concept art, lighting, animation, FX and UI. Interestingly, the candidate will need to be comfortable working with a broad spectrum of styles from photorealistic to highly stylized. This could mean a variety of things. Black Tusk may simply want a versatile art director able to work on a variety of styles for future projects. On the other hand, the final art style of the next Gears of War might not have been decided yet. It's also possible that it will involve different styles for cutscenes and gameplay. So that means photorealistic for gameplay and comic-like for cutscenes, for instance. Finally, there could be more than one game involved. The last option combined with the second seems to be the most probable, considering that the candidate will be responsible for creating the art style of Gears of War franchise moving forward. So this ad also mentions experience and outsourcing, meaning the Black Tusk will probably delegate part of the production to other studios. A post looking for a gameplay designer outs the fact that the studio is seeking to implement innovative features experience with Kismet. That means a visual scripting tool within the Unreal dev kit. It is also desired. On the other hand, an ad for gameplay engineer advertises the preferences for experience in a co-op gameplay development environment, strongly suggesting that cooperative features are coming back to the series. Unsurprisingly, cover mechanics are also making a comeback, as hinted by a post seeking multiplayer level designer. I seriously doubt anyone had any doubt there. Multiplayer definitely seems to be a focus for the game, as an ad for a lead multiplayer level designer involves creating an industry leading multiplayer experience familiar with Gears of War gameplay. And past Gears of War multiplayer map designs is also required, probably indicating that Black Tusk intends to keep the new game true to its roots. And there's also an ad for a senior level designer. It mentions creating interesting and dynamic levels and mechanics and integrating great events and gameplay mechanics with the goal of making every movement special and memorable. Linear storytelling will apparently play an important role in gameplay, as the candidate will have to work on fantastic levels with great flow and layout to tell a story while guiding the player experience. A post looking for a senior online services engineer mentions the responsibility of owning a reliable high traffic services to support console and multi-screen endpoints, which indicates that the game is probably going to involve smart glass in some capacity. Experience with Azure is also required, hinting to a heavy utilization of Microsoft's cloud services. And a similar ad for a lead online service engineer involves building the next generation of back-end services to power the Gears of War universe on console, web and mobile, indicating that the franchise's online component will very possibly extend beyond Xbox One. It also talks about games, which is a clear hint to long-term plans that go past a single Xbox One title, taking advantage of the best solutions available with cloud services running on Azure, and integration of multiple new technologies is also part of the candidate's responsibilities. Interesting enough, this last ad is very close to similar ones published for the next Halo, possibly hinting to a close collaboration or at least intention to implement similar features between Black Tusk and 343 Industries. So I think we'll see something on this in E3. As you know, Gears of War is an epic game. 1, 2 and 3 were brilliant. Gears of War Judgment was meh, 50-50. They just lost everything in that. To me, the story was whack and the multiplayer wasn't... I don't know what they did with it. It was just like a rush title to me. So, great news for Gears of War fans. I am really excited for this. Hopefully we will see something at E3. So, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So, thanks for watching, guys. And there's going to be more videos dropping, so stay tuned and peace out. Keep it gaming.